Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Naturally. I decided, since it was so beautiful outside today, that I would visit a local place that is special to me, Seminole Garden Center behind me there, and just do this review outside. On Sundays, not every Sunday, but every few Sundays, I have a tradition of going to the Oriental Market to grab certain things that I use on a regular basis. And I was having a hard time figuring out what to review this week, and going to the Oriental Market this morning kind of helped me finalize what it is I wanted to talk to you about. So I'm going to review something that I've been using since I was a little kid, actually, so I've got a lot of time in with this product, and the product I'm going to review is called Tiger Balm. So basically what Tiger Balm is it is a topical ointment for muscle aches and pains. It's kind of like a Chinese herbal alternative to Bengay, icy hot, and stuff like that. It's helpful for anyone who's active on a regular basis or just has general muscle pains and aches, and it's very soothing. A little bit of a backstory on this. This is the first time now that I'm reviewing it that I've actually researched the story on it, and I'm glad I did because it's pretty interesting and pretty epic, actually. Tiger Balm has been around for over 100 years, and it came from the time of emperors in China, and it moved out of China into many countries, and it's used very widely now. I think the ointment started being made in 1870s, and then the man who made the ointment originally died in 1908, and he passed on the ointment and his other medicinal stuff to his two sons, and they're the ones who came up with the name Tiger Balm. He had a son, I think, whose name meant gentle tiger, and I think that's where it came from. So what a cool story that is. I've been using Tiger Balm since I was a little kid. My mother usually had a little container of it in her cabinet that looks exactly like the same container I buy today. So when I go to the Oriental Market, it's up by the cash register, and there's two kinds. Oops. There's more products now, but these are the ones I'm familiar with that have been around for a long time. They're just a tiny little tin with a really cool top of ointment. There's one that is white regular strength, and then they have a red extra strength. I use both for different stuff. The ingredients, it's mostly menthol and camphor, and I love the smell of camphor. That is another childhood memory for me. My grandparents mostly raised me from the time I was born till about the time I was 13. I lived with them about 5 days a week at least, or more. So they had a lot of influence in my life. Well, they had a camphor tree in their front yard, and I used to hang out and climb that tree, and it smells awesome. Like, I didn't really think much about what I was doing back then, but I used to take like a key or something, and I would scratch the bark of the camphor tree, because then I could get a little bit of the bark, and it smelled really good. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that I'd probably be hurting the tree in some way, but even when I was little, I was drawn to the smell of camphor, which is probably why I was drawn to this at a young age. I've been using it partly because of what it does, but partly because I'm very comforted by the scent of camphor. So this is an herbal natural product. It's ancient Chinese medicine. Basically, it's going to act very similar to your over-the-counter stuff, but it might be a little more subtle than Bengay or Icy Hot, which have a higher concentration of menthol and then other additives. So things that I use it for, the white regular strength one, when I have a headache, I take it. This one's just kind of white and creamy. They're both like a salve. You have to rub your finger in there. But when I get a headache, I like to use this one directly on my temples. I just kind of massage it in there. And then sometimes I'll just put a little strip of it over my head. Lay down, if you are able to lay down where you're at, and put on like a fan or something. This has a really cooling but bite effect, and it really calms me down when I'm having a headache. It helps me a lot for headaches. So that's mainly what I use the white one for. I also use it like someone would use like a vapor rub on the chest. And then the red extra strength one, I use this strictly for muscle pain. If I've pulled a muscle, if I have pain from working out or doing yoga or whatever, I use this one for that. This one is more of a camphor smell. It's got a little bit different consistency. It's more red, orange color. So anyway, that's pretty much it. There's not much more to say. It's a simple product with a simple use, and it's effective, and it's been around for many, many years, so it's tried and true. So thank you guys for watching Naturally today, and I'll see you next time.